everybody and welcome to the Wizard Sleeve. What is up the Wizard Sleeve this week, guys? I'm going to show you. So guys, you remember a couple of weeks ago I did a review on Asylum Wargaming. It was the Sylvaneth Tree Lord and Tree Lord Ancient kit, like the multi-use kit with the big beastie Tree Lord in it. Well guys, it just so happens that I've gone away and I've had a very fun time painting it, as you guys can see. Yeah, I've got to admit, this was an exceptionally fun model to paint, mainly because I went into it blind. I didn't really, oh my god, I've got all bits of flock everywhere. I went into it blind, I didn't really have any idea how I was going to do it, what I was going to do with it, and I think it turned out alright, considering I went in, like I said, blind to it. So, a little bit of conversion work that I did. Didn't do an awful lot, really, guys. It was kind of just some additions with the head. I used the two antler bits from this third head option that I found. I actually found it finally on the sprue, and I actually spliced those into this faceplate here to make it look a bit more grand, make it look like it had kind of like a branchy, kind of like woody tree-like crown going on. I also used little fey creatures and little sprites and little dragons and things and little bugs in his kind of like thorny crown, just to basically give it a little splash of colour and make it look a little bit more unique and a little bit more eye-catching on the battlefield. Moving on to his staff, I chopped off the top as much as it pained me to, because I just had to include this blade here, because it's just an awesome thing. I knew it was going to look amazing once painted in this beautiful day glow effect that I like to do. I also kind of reciprocated the effect on the on the staff going down the cracks and things here, just to kind of make them look a little bit glowy, make it look like the magic of the Tree Lord was kind of like ebbing out and like breaking free of the confines of his staff. I was going to change the beard for something. I was going to use the other optional like tabard type thing that you get between his legs here. I was going to change that, and there's one that's like lots of like intertwined branches with leaves on. I was going to change that and convert that up, but I decided to leave it because I really like the work, and I really like the texture on the braided bits of tree branch and foliage going down here as well. Other than that, I just mixed up a bunch of paints to make a nice dark deep brown. I gave the whole thing like a wash of like Agrax Earthshade, and then I gave it a wash of, I think it was Athonian Camo Shade in some of the recesses. I was going to do the, in these runes, in these spirals here, like the glowy effect, but I thought that it would really detract from things like the sword, the cracks in the tree branches, and then eventually his eyes, guys, because just look at this. I think I've managed to do a really excellent glowy effect on his eyes using the Day Glow paint from Vallejo. It just looks freaking awesome and looks really like it's glowing. I'm really impressed with these eyes that I've done. Looking at other bits and bobs, I've done like some, again to add a little splash of colour, I've done like these mushrooms. They're kind of like a yellow on top and then a pink underneath. And then as I was finishing it and as I was doing this video, I realised that I've missed loads here on this shoulder, so I'm going to have to go back and redo those. With the leaves, again, I've just touched them with some greens and things, just again make them stand and make them pop out a little bit. And I've actually based this one, guys, as well. And yeah, a lot of people go, oh, you've not done the banding on the edges of the base, Jojo, man. It's one of those things, I tend to do this en masse when I've got loads of time. I do apologise for the rustling noise you guys can hear as well. It is the blinds, because it is like 30 degrees over here today and it's like hot as fuck. I'm surprised that my stuff hasn't actually melted yet, especially the resin. Although it is causing mayhem with mayhem with my paints, as a lot of them are drying up because of the heat. But anyway, I digress. On the base, I kind of put like another little dryad here that I painted separately, just because I wanted it to have like some sense of scale, because dryads are pretty small. And then I've kind of gone a bit OTT with the flocking, the static grass on the dryad here to make it look like it's part of the world, part of the base. In this bit here, you can't really see it on camera, but it is kind of green, and it's a bit very matte green effect. And that's because I basically did about 6 or 7 washes of Athonian Camo Shade, because I wanted it to look mossy and green and full of algae and stuff, in the inner recess. Moving on to like the blades and stuff on his arm here and on his claws, that was done with the exceptionally rare chestnut ink, the old chestnut ink from Games Workshop, and then I dulled it down with a bit of a wash of Agrax Earthshade over the top of that, but again, just to add a little bit of different colour and to look like it's like a harder kind of wood. But in truth, guys, this was a really amazing model to paint, and do you know what? Even if you don't do anything related to Tree Men, anything related to fantasy or Kings of War or whatever, I would highly recommend that you pick one of these guys up because it is just an absolute dream to paint. There's just so many textures on it, and the model kind of paints itself once you start putting the paint on it. It's really, really nice, guys. I can't really say anything more of it apart from it was just lovely to paint. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, in the doobly-doo down below. Don't forget to like, favourite and subscribe. Don't forget to share this, guys, because this is how the channel grows, and a share from you guys means an awful lot. And I noticed I've actually jumped over 1,800 subscribers now, so thank you so much for those new subscribers, and hey, welcome to the Pleasure Dome, guys. But anyway, on that bombshell, guys, I will bid thee adieu. Tune in to the next video, and I will see you guys again on the next episode. So, see you now, and goodbye.